Go get this recorded. Cool. So it is Wednesday, September 16th. Welcome to another live trading session here. Post in the chat where you guys are from. I see you guys posting here already. Dope. Post in the chat where you guys are calling in from, how you guys are doing. Just say what's up, maybe. If you guys are feeling like that. This is gonna be recorded as always. I'm gonna post this afterwards. We will do a giveaway today. We got one from Jersey. What's up, Manny? We will do a giveaway today, so I will announce that in a little bit. But I'm gonna pretty much get right into it. Just put in the chat if you guys can see my screen, and once you confirm that, we'll get started here. Dope. What's up, Manny? Parsippany? Damn, you're mad close. All right, so let's get started here. As always, we're gonna get started with DXY. The expectation for these sessions is we're gonna just go over all of our analysis, all the trades that we're looking at for today, and we're gonna do top-down analysis. So we start all the way up on the monthly, or the weekly time frame, and we work our way down to the lower time frame. So we're gonna show you guys how we go about doing that, where we look for potential entries, structure, everything like that. This is completely free, for you guys. So definitely take advantage. And if you guys are rewatching this, thank you for showing support. So let's get started with DXY. Let's hit up all the way onto the weekly time frame. All the way up on the weekly time frame, this thing has been very bearish, for quite some time, but we've got this trend line sneaking on here. I actually drew this on the monthly time frame. So we got our point A, point B, potential point C right here. So that's how we draw our trend lines. We're definitely finding some support here, as we can see over the last couple weeks or so. But at the moment, we're starting to fall again. So let's just keep two things in mind. And I tell this to members when we're on the weekly time frame. What do we look at? We look at a couple things. It's kind of one look. We're looking at the levels. So we have our key levels here, monthly and weekly key levels, and then we're just kind of looking at price action and structure. So right here, we're below our monthly level. We're kind of within these levels, but we're showing rejection of this moving average. This right here, little spinning top candle, are the bottom of this push. And then obviously we want to break this candle down a little bit more and start to see structure. So we'll just go down time frames. So as we go down to the daily time frame, on this time frame, we're going to really look for structure. Obviously right here, we've got this pulling back a little bit. I'm going to bring out a fib. So I'm just going to fib this entire move from top to bottom. As we can see, 38.2 is all the way up here at this monthly resistance level. So that's definitely a big confluence area. Whether we come back up and retest that or not, at the moment, we're not too concerned about that. But we are forming some potential lower high. Why do I say that? Because as we can see here, momentum changed, went bullish. So lower time frames definitely broke structure here, pushed to the upside. And then right here, we got Nick joining up. What's up? So what's going on?
What's going on, guys? How's it going, everybody?
Got your coffee going? Oh yeah. All right. So again, this thing's pushing to the downside right now. We're forming this potential lower high. We have the moving averages cross, so lower time frame, break of structure, lower time frame push, and then this thing found rejection here, and we're pushing back south. So let's just go down time frames down to the 4 hour, and with that bearish bias in mind, let's just see if it's broken any structure here or not. So down on the 4 hour, we've got this level right here. Boom. So if we go back a little bit, this thing actually broke, made this higher low at this 200-day. And then what happened? We had the break. We had the retest right there. And then last night we had this little dump, little rejection. So this thing's forming very clean structure. Everything below this 1 hour is very bearish. The next support level that we're looking to test is really this level down here. So I expect DXY to really fall a lot lower, or not a lot lower, but at least fall 10 more pips or so to this level right here. So we're looking for this thing to continue to push. And we're going to keep this in mind with all the USD pairs. that we're going to get into, all these major pairs, this thing could definitely be pumping a little bit more. So let's go over now and let's start off with GU. So let's start off with GU. This obviously is very bullish, heading to the upside right now. Let's take this off. Let's go all the way up to the monthly time frame. So monthly time frame, I've got my monthly, weekly key levels here. A little bit tight, but as we can see, we rejected this monthly level. Now we're rejecting this weekly level. We need to break these down a little bit further. So down to the weekly time frame. So weekly time frame, I'm just going to remove this. So weekly time frame, again, we're right at this weekly level right now. We pushed up to test this high. I just want to look at structure, guys. Overall, we have this level that was tested 3 times, rejected 3 times. So this is a very strong level right here, very strong. On the lower time frames, this thing is bullish. So as we start to break this down to the daily time frame, making highs, higher low, higher high, potential higher low here. We could fib from our low all the way to our high. That 618 area, definitely a big confluence zone. And then I just had drawn on this little trend line, but I'm going to take that off for now. But yeah, this 618, definitely a nice confluence zone. So we're pulling back. We're pushing a little bit. We're hitting a weekly resistance level at the moment. Just keep in mind on this daily time frame, we are bullish. Now, as we go down to the 4-hour, we could see 4-hour and below, or at least 4-hour is bearish. 4-hour broke this level right here. So we're keeping that in mind. But as we go down to the 1-hour, 1-hour is starting to break bullish. So the 1-hour is what I'm really going to use right now in conjunction with that daily time frame. And that's what I'm going to look at to see if this thing's going to continue to push. So right now, what I would need for potential entry, now that we just broke and went a little bit higher, is we would need a pullback here, and we need to hold now at this weekly level. So we just transitioned, made this new high. Now we need to pull back, and we'll look for, buy opportunities there. We won't look for short opportunities unless on the flip side, this level down here is broken right here. So if this level breaks, we'll actually just draw a little rectangle here. So if this level breaks down here, then we'll look for sells. If this level holds right here, we'll look for buys, or this thing could just continue to push. So that's GU. Let's head over to UCAD, which is looking pretty solid right now, I'm not going to lie. So let's go all the way up to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame on UCAD, we pushed to the upside, came back down. Now we're just at this monthly level. We're showing some resistance at this 200 off this weekly level right here. So we're still below these moving averages, very much bearish. As I go down to the daily, same thing as right here. We're still very bearish. We had a lot of rejection of this level, and now we're just coming up low volume. If anything, this thing looks like it's going to dump again.
Yep.
So we have 4-hour time frame now right here. Just going to draw a little trend line. Thing's not too pretty. So 4-hour time frame right here. 4-hour broke to be bullish. So we broke to the upside right here. Then we pulled back, and now we're forming this lower high. So we're failing to push again. Instead, we're forming this lower high. I'm going to remove some of these lines, and let's basically just break down these bearish candles here on the lower time frame. Just had this huge bearish engulfing on the 4-hour on UCAD. So as I break down, we're on the 4-hour. As I go to the 30-minute, we could see clearly transitioning. Right here, we actually broke structure. Boom, we broke to the downside, came back, had this push, very impulsive, and then we pulled all the way back up. And now we're getting another break. So that's a little trick, guys. If you're on the 4-hour on the higher time frames and you want to break down the candles, just highlight them, come to the lower time frames. Now we can clearly see that there are some transitions going on here. So 15-minute is very much bearish right now. Put this little trend line on. So if we wanted to take advantage of some sort of short opportunity at the moment, basically we would short here, either put stops right here or above this level, and then I would pop up all the way up to the 4-hour time frame because this thing has a lot of room to fall. My first target would probably be here. We'd get stops to break even. But inevitably, we're looking to target this monthly all the way down here. We're looking this thing to fall pretty far. Looking this thing to fall pretty far. So this is a little trade idea on UCAD. I'm going to monitor this and get this one out in the group if it does present itself, if it does show some more bearish momentum here, which looks pretty good right now.
Yeah,
So I'm going to
it does.
put this one up. This one's definitely going to be ready soon. You can go over UJ. I mean, UJ, we're in a signal right now. We had a signal out for UJ earlier this week. We took a trade right here, boom, right in this area on the 1 hour, right on this push. We're in good amount of profit right now. Daily time frame, this thing has a lot of room to fall, or it could pull back, but I'm pretty much just targeting this level, this support level right here. That's our target. Looks pretty good right now. Looks like it's about to fucking tumble.
Yeah, and I'll go over UJ
Yeah,
a little more as well. Go over some targets, some
hell yeah.
mid-time stuff.
Let's look at USEF. So USEF all the way up on the monthly time frame. We were down at this monthly support level, which is why I've been hesitant on taking shorts. We are still very much bearish as I come down to the weekly time frame. Again, weekly time frame, kind of just one look, kind of just looking for structure, looking for candlesticks. And 1 second, we got the chat. UJ again. Yeah, Nick's gonna go UJ in a second. When he does his analysis, he's gonna fully break down UJ. So again, USEF showing the rejection of these moving averages now, but we are at this support level, which is why I'm kind of hesitant right now. As I come down to the daily, again, we're pulling back. Now we're moving back through the moving averages. They're actually about to cross, or they just crossed again on the daily, so that's pretty major. And 4 hours, same thing, broke structure, made this higher low, made this high, broke structure, retested with this lower high, and now we're pushing to the downside. So now that we know everything's bearish, we can come down to a lower time frame, and this is where we'll take entries. So the 30-minute, this is where we want to take entries at, guys, at these highs, at these high points. Right here, this was a nice entry. We had the rejection and then the pullback, rejection there. So right now, no entry at the moment. We need some sort of pullback. Don't get caught in this. Don't get caught in this mess. Wait for another pullback. This thing could pull back all the way again up to this level before dumping again. I could bring on maybe a little trend line in here. We got the 200-day right there. So be patient. Look for this thing to pull back. I'm going to shift this one over. This one I'm going to be looking at very closely today as well. So be aware, USEF looking for shorts. Inversely, if we come up and break this level, guys, we're going long. If we break this level up here, we're going long. So keep that in mind. Let's go now to NU. NU is a pair that I've been forecasting all week. We had a signal out on NU really early in the week, this week, a buy signal for 7,000. Obviously, we're up 50 pips, but I did close it. I was not too sure because USD has been fucking around a lot. But let's look at it. Let's look at it on the weekly time frame. Going into this week, overall, we're bearish. We're at this demand zone or the supply zone up here. But we did come up, form this doji, but then last week had a large rejection of the moving averages. So that showed that a lot of sellers exhaustion. So a lot of buyers were stepping in. As we come down to the daily, very much bullish, making highs, higher low, making a high. And then pretty much this is what I entered on when we had this like bullish variation on the daily. And this is, what I should have stuck to. Should have stuck to my analysis. This is what was dropped in the chat. We had the break, retest right there. So pretty much just entered on this. This is just an example of an entry, break and retest, very simple, a lot of volume in this area, and stops were below this level. I believe that was the entry, 7,000. Let's look at this. Yeah, that was right around where we entered, 67025. Yeah, so right around where we entered was right there. And then again, this thing obviously is moving to the upside. We had another potential entry opportunity
Yep.
Right here, if you were very aggressive on this, stops about 25 pips, would have been at 1-to-1 right now. So, this is just trending. This is finally trending. Some markets are finally pushing, which is definitely good news. Where are our targets on this? Obviously, very strong trend right now, just heading higher and higher. Before that, we were stuck in consolidation. We're looking for this to come up. Let's hit the daily real quick. We're looking for this to test now at least this level. So if you guys are in NU, stay in it until this level. This thing is going to continue to push higher. Another 20 pips to the upside. So NU looking for this thing to keep going higher. Once it gets to this level, that's when we'll reevaluate it. Look how last time it came up very strong to this level, then just dumped. So we'll look for something very similar. Let's go to EU. This thing's a little bit behind, has a little volume, but overall on EU, I got this monthly trend line. So this thing has been bearish overall. Down to the weekly time frame has been bearish as well, forming lower highs, lower low. Now we're pulling back to form another lower high, potentially right here. And then this lower time frame trend, this daily, is bullish. Came up, hit this high. We're bouncing off this weekly support level right here. So we just got to look at structure, guys, even down to the 4-hour. 4-hour time frame. I had this trend line drawn. We did break out of it, retest it, and reject it multiple times. But this thing's just stuck in the range. It's just kind of stuck in consolidation. It's really stuck in, at least on the 4-hour, it's stuck in this whole entire channel right here.
Yep.
So we can move this over a little bit, move this down. So yeah, it's really just stuck in this channel right here. We had this trend line within the channel that it broke. But see how it just bounced, obviously just drew this, but just bounced right off this weekly level, found support, came up. Now we're finding support again off the 200 coming up. So I'm not really, if I were to break down this right now, all the way from the daily, we've got daily. Obviously, it's going pretty bullish. 4-hour time frame, no problem, Mr. KP. 4-hour time frame. Right here, we did form this lower high on the 4-hour. So this level really needs to break to get long on this. And then if we even go to lower time frames on the 1-hour, it's kind of the same deal. This thing just kind of rejected this double top right here. Like that level really needs to break. So what I'm looking at is to go long to get to the top of this channel is I'm looking for a break above here, followed by a retest, and then we'll go long.
That'd be perfect, honestly.
On that. And on the flip side, if we come up to this level, start rejecting the shit out of it, long wicks, then we could potentially take shorts on this. But we'll be very patient with that. Last but not least, let's go over to GJ. This thing has been perfecting the box pattern.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm trying to short GJ right now at the top, because the way that I look at it is we've got weekly time frame, lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, retest these lows right here. Then we're coming up, got this next lower high forming, large rejection. As I come down to the daily time frame is bullish. Daily time frame had made this high, pulled back to this low. But as I come down to the 4-hour, what we can see is 4 hours starting to form this box pattern at the bottom of this push. So that could show us more downward movement. I mean, box patterns are continuational patterns. Normally when they form, the trend will continue. So this is obviously very bearish. And then if we come down to all the way down to, let's hit the 30-minute, all the way down to the 30-minute, we've been just hitting this level, rejecting it. Obviously, we just broke the 200. So this thing is gaining a little bit more momentum right now, than it had previously. So we'll have to watch. I mean, this thing could reject this level and head lower. So if anything, we're looking to reject this and come back down, or on the flip side, if we do get the break above, we'll be patient.
We just play in the range.
Yeah.
No, the chat 20% off the box pattern.
That box pattern made me 20%. Yeah, fuck yeah, that box pattern is crazy. So if you were confident in that, in these tops and these bottoms, you had multiple entries there. So right now, that is all I have for you guys. I'm going to update as always, in premium analysis. I'm going to update for you guys when I see potential opportunities. We had UCAD, GU, EJ. We've been updating all weekend here. I'll update in there for you guys. And obviously the signals as well. We'll throw some updates in here if we see some trades today. I'm going to pass it over to Nick. But first, if you guys want to enter, we're going to do a giveaway today. If you guys do want to enter, just write in the chat after the live session one thing that you guys learned, from the live session, and just tag me or Nick. So come in here, write one thing that you guys learned, and then I'll get the giveaway going for you guys. So I'm
Just in
going
the
to
public
pass.
chat.
What's up?
Just in the public chat, guys. You don't have to be in members or anything. It's for everybody. So
Yeah, just post it in public. So come in the Discord, post it in here. One takeaway that you guys have from the live session. So I'm going to pass this over to Nick.
all right.
Boom.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much. Passing it off. Good analysis, Angelo. Covered quite a bit. Tons of value in there. But all right, let's jump right into it, guys. We're going to start off on DXY again. Just a little, more analysis. Can't hurt. Pretty much just reiterating what Angelo covered and kind of just breaking it down on this 4-hour and daily. So I just want to go over the overall sentiment real quick, guys. We're definitely bearish here, as we saw a transition happen once price action broke through this monthly zone. We went from a large bullish trend to a bearish trend on this break here, right? And then we confirmed it, with tons of lower highs, lots of consolidation below this monthly zone. Now we are in a new zone between this monthly at 95 and this weekly down at 88.5. So let's go ahead and drop to a 4-hour time frame, get a closer look at price action and this descending channel here. So we have a 4-hour descending channel, right? Pretty steep, good structure, a lot lower lows, lower highs, good movement here, good volume. And we did get a break to the upside. I didn't have that much conviction because it didn't even push all the way up to 38.2 yet. Right, it kind of pushed up and then kind of flopped over. Dropped below 93.3, found some resistance, and we are still technically in this minor range here between 93.3 and 92.6. And I say minor range because I really want to see this zone break for us to get, more confidence behind this trend. So like if we get a lower high below 92.6, this is most definitely bearish again. We're definitely back in this channel, and at this point, we're looking for a new lower low, right? If we get a lower high below 96.2. And that would have then broke this minor range, gave us, again, a lot more, conviction for this continuation to the downside. And the opposite is true with this minor zone at 93.3. If we get a break to the upside here and some sort of higher low above this 200 EMA, above 93.3, we would definitely be more short-term bullish at that point, at least to the 38.2, and then we'll reanalyze, see how price action reacts to this level, and take it from there. All right, so we're definitely bearish overall, so we'll keep that in mind. We're looking for this to continue to the downside first, but if we do get some rejection or some bouncing off 92.6, we'll take it from there. All right, but looking pretty good. Definitely got some bearish volume stepping in on DXY now. All right, let's move over to AU. AU presented a really good opportunity. We'll get to that in a second. Daily time frame first, though. Overall, we were bearish, right? Very, very bearish. Large bearish channel over here on the left. Corona news happened, turned even more bearish. Then we got a huge 4-hour retracement, lots of bullish volume, testing the prior high here at our monthly zone, right? Consolidating and then finally breaking through the monthly, causing a daily transition or confirming a daily transition in which we are now bullish on the daily time frame. So we already knew we were bullish on the 4-hour with this huge retracement, but then it was, confirmed a daily transition once this monthly had broken, okay? And now we got some higher lows above it. Now we could clearly see a pretty large ascending channel. So let's go right to the 4-hour and get a closer look. All right, so we know we're overall bullish. Here's that ascending channel, right? Higher highs, higher lows, looking pretty good. Then we recently had a large rally. Tons of volume stepped in on this push here. kind of pushed price action all the way up to 0.74, came back down, hit the 88.6 fib, deep fib, still playing with this ascending channel, rejected off the 200 EMA, gave us a transition right here, inverted head and shoulders. You guys can see it, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, broke the neckline, gave us a little retest. We're going to the 1 hour now. So this was a perfect head and shoulders, great trade opportunity. And I'm going to explain what we did and how we managed it. Okay, so this is that head and shoulders. You guys should be able to see it. Left shoulder, inverted, so it's upside down. Here's the head. Here's the right shoulder. This blue line is the neckline. We broke it, came back down, retested, even got an MA pullback, nice little double bottom. We entered on that. I went on this little morning star, and you know, it pushed up, but at the time of entry, it wasn't that pretty because I entered pretty late at night, right? So what happened is we entered on this candle, then we got 2 hours of indecision and then a pullback. And at this point, it was like 1 a.m. for me, and I didn't want to incur some sort of drawdown because my entry was right here. I didn't want to go through a drawdown. I didn't want to have to wake up and be in a losing trade or whatever. So I closed it at 1 o'clock. I didn't feel like managing it anymore. I wanted to keep a close eye on it. I knew that. So yeah, we actually exited here and continued up, obviously, but it's part of trading. So if this execution happened, let's say during this live session yesterday, if I got in on this AU trade, I would have had a lot more time to manage it. Probably would have caught most of this move, and would still probably be actively managing it. But yeah, that's just a good example, guys. I want to show you this classic break and retest. So there's a lot of confluence here, right? We have the inverted head shoulders. Always want to play a break and retest of the neckline. Absolutely perfect. We have a double bottom, nice transition, good MA pullback. There's a lower time frame fib in here as well. Overall trend is bullish. So there's a lot of confluence here, guys. This was a really solid trade. All right, so let's go back to the 4 hour. Let's just talk about where this could potentially go. Talk about future entries. All right, so right now, obviously the opportunity to re-enter on any sort of pullback is always there. It just comes down to if it presents itself or not. So look for a re-entry on, another pullback to the broken neckline, followed by strong bullish setups. Always enter on that. Or simply look for a break and retest of this minor zone here at 0.7345. So it looks something like this. Simple break and retest again. So this could be a potential entry. We'll target higher towards the prior high, 0%, and obviously higher towards negative fib levels. All right, so this is what we're looking at right now. These are our options on AU. All right, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so that's AU. Definitely looking bullish. It's got some momentum stepping in. Some volume stepping into the market now, so should be good. All right, let's move on to AJ. Daily time frame first. Let's zoom out. Overall, very bearish, very, very strong bearish channel here, descending channel, high volume. These swings are absolutely nuts. So we know it's bearish, right? Here was the last lower high before Corona, dropped. Just like most other pairs, we got a very strong 4 hour retracement. So we can see it came right back to that prior high, dropped, gave us a higher low, and then formed this ascending triangle, right? So let's drop right to the 4 hour for a second. Actually, 1 second here. I want to zoom in a little more on this. So we got this ascending triangle, right? Key resistance was right here at 76.5, which was the prior high over here as well, 76.5 area. We finally got a break of it and a retest, confirmed higher low, nice engulfing. So we're looking bullish. This is definitely a break and retest. We want to see that this is, a confirmed break and retest with nice bullish setups. And then we could call this a daily transition for sure. All right, it's looking like it now, but we really need to see more conviction. We want to get outside of this descending channel. We really want to get this break and retest in play here. And then we could say, again, daily time frame has transitioned from a bearish trend to a bullish trend. All right, let's go right to the 4 hour. Here's that ascending triangle, very large pattern, right at key resistance, 76.6, right here. And we broke this zone on this rally, surged all the way up to 78.4 area, came back down off that upper trend line, gave us a higher low at 76.6. Now we're ranging. right? We do have an inverse head and shoulders here, but we didn't get the break of the neckline. So this is more so just, again, ranging between 77.5 and 76.6. All right, so from here, there's really only two ways to play this, and it's wait for a break of the range. I mean, obviously, we know we're bullish overall, so we want to see a break to the upside, get in on a confirmed higher low, enter on those bullish setups, and then we're targeting higher, where it's a prior high, negative field levels, and so on. But, we did get a reversal within this range, so there's not really much of a trade here. I mean, you could find some sort of lower time frame trade, counter trend trade if you wanted to just play the range itself. But, we always choose a more conservative option, especially now during these, unfavorable market conditions. So we just like to play it a little more conservative these days. So I'm not going to play this range personally. I'm going to wait for a break to the downside and turn a lower high, targeting short only after it's confirmed, or just ride the overall trend here, wait for a higher low above 77.5. All right, so that's AJ. I mean, AJ moves a lot, so whatever happens, we're going to get in on some good trade opportunities. It just comes down to, identifying the right confirmations at this point. All right, so that's AJ. Let's move on to UJ, which we've been getting a lot of demand for. Let's go straight to the daily time frame. Establish the overall sentiment, see what we're looking at. All right, so very bearish. Angelo covered this slightly too. UJ is definitely overall bearish, right? Key support, the lows being here at 106 flat, and then tons of lower highs leading up to that, kind of squeezing price action all the way up to, this point here. So even more lower highs here, right after Corona, just lower high after lower high. Price action getting forced into this monthly zone where we're seeing another descending triangle. So let's go ahead and drop right to the 4 hour. We're definitely bearish overall on the daily. Good to know. 4 hours, well, super bearish. So this is looking absolutely perfect. Here's that descending triangle right at 106, right? Pretty much just bouncing around 106, trying to find some ground here, figure out where it's going to go. All right, so descending triangle, lower highs, key support being right here at 106.35. Now, what happened over here? We recently saw price action breakthrough, which is awesome. I mean, this is going to drop a lot. Typically you want to target the height of the pattern. I mean, this is looking like 160 pips just on this descending triangle, not playing into the overall daily setup that we see. So this really has a lot of potential to drop. First target's going to be 0%, which is all the way down another 80 pips or so. Guys, potential entry for you would be on a retest of this broken support, tested as new resistance. Any sort of reversal from off this zone is an entry opportunity. Bearish setups, looking for those, bearish variations, evening stars, exhaustion, and so on. Anything like that you see in this area, you can enter on, target lower. All right, so this thing, it's really got a lot of momentum right now, which is what we want to see. So enter on a retest, but let's go to the daily time frame and honestly see how far this could drop. Because again, I mean, this is a 4 hour move, 4 hour triangle that we're breaking, right? So we're looking to swing this into, a higher time frame move. We're breaking a 4 hour triangle, but we're breaking a monthly zone here. So this thing could really drop all the way down to this weekly even. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this level hit. Somewhere between the negative 27 and this weekly. All the way down here, right? Which is, again, how many pips? 170, 160. Let's actually do it right from the neckline. About 200. About 200 pips from the neckline here. Right, and then this pattern itself was 170. So guys, this is very likely that we could get down here. I mean, the momentum, we're already at the 23.6. Momentum is huge right now. So yeah, we're looking to just continue to ride this bearish trend. Target towards new lows, new support levels, and trying to lower highs. All right, so we've been kind of stalking this one for a while. We kind of faked this around over here. We had some entry opportunities here as well, faked this out. But this looks like the real push. This looks like the real leg, breaking the pattern, continuing the overall trend. All right, guys, so that's UJ. Again, this is still an active trade, right? Where we're here in signals, managing UJ. Final target's 124.1. Wait, I'm sorry. That was the wrong friggin' thing. Here it is. Where the hell's UJ at? There we go. 104.3 is the low. 104.3, which is down here, guys, just above our 0%. Right? Absolutely perfect. This is where we're looking to get first. And again, guys, this thing, if this keeps up with this momentum, it could just keep falling, melting all the way down towards this zone down here. Negative 27 in the weekly, somewhere around 103.2. All right, check chat real quick. When will be the giveaway be given? Today, after. To do a random, to collect all the names, do a random thing. And also depends how many people post today, but usually it should be today. Everyone qualifies for the giveaway. Yep, perfect. You missed the AU entry again. If that makes you feel better, Brian. Yeah, I know. We keep talking about AU. It's a tricky one. You know, it's tough trading these night session guys. You know, wherever you are, whatever market is, you know, the night session for you, it makes it tricky because you can only stay awake for so long.
Dude, AU is pumping.
I know.
Or UJ.
Yeah, dude, it's melting. It's beautiful. I love it. Congrats to everybody who's in UJ right now. Good for you.
Dude, you called this though.
I know.
Your entry was so high.
My entry was over here. Oh, no, where was it? My entry was here originally, right at 106, then slightly above 106. I don't want to talk about it, Angelo. I don't want to talk about it.
Dude, that's such bullshit.
It's all right. It's all right. I don't sweat it.
Yeah, you guys want to get in on the giveaway? You just post in the Discord. In the here, let me share. Are you done with your analysis, Nick?
No, I got two more.
You got two more? Just post. Are you guys in the Discord chat? You guys in the chat?
All right, I could show you guys.
Yeah, show these guys what's up.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Can you guys see my screen? All right, so this is what you want to do. Go over to public, and then literally just type in.
Hey, I learned this in the live session.
Yeah.
And if you guys have been paying attention, you learned something.
I learned, I learned Nick and Angelo use MAs in a way. Whatever you want to write, guys.
Oh, you guys aren't in the Discord? What are you guys doing then? You guys aren't in the Discord?
All right, let's get that link then. Hell yeah.
Fuck.
All right, cool. All right, we'll start off at step one. If you're not in Discord, join Discord.
Yeah, I just figure most people in here come from Discord. Here you go.
Yeah, I normally, but I guess Telegram's got some too. But anyway, yeah, that's the link, guys. Get over to public, and let's see what you learned. We must do that. We learned from today's. Yeah, exactly. Just one lesson, right? One little thing. Honestly, anything. You learned more about box patterns. You learned more about box patterns.
More minors coming. What do you mean more minors, dude? What are you, pedophile?
Oh my god. Yeah, I hope he means pairs.
Oh, he means pairs.
More about box patterns.
I wish Sumi is here.
All right.
Dude, Sumi's ghost right now because he was saying GU was going to fall and it went up 100 pips.
So he's out? Oh, stop. Don't do that.
Now he's not talking anymore.
Let's go to EJ, guys. Let's go to EJ.
I learned how Nick ran away from AU. Dude, yeah.
Yeah, you learned. Hey, whoa. Ray. All right. Is that qualifies, I guess. I ran from AU. Man, those Aussie guys, they're tough. You don't want to mess with them. Get you while you're sleeping. Screw that. All right, let's talk about EJ. Let's talk about EJ for a minute. Super bearish, right, on this daily time frame. It was, at least anyway. High volume channel. We saw the transition happen after this break, retest, confirmed higher low, and then continued up. So this was the daily transition. This is the point where we really said this daily time frame is bullish as hell. No longer bearish. Okay, so we had this higher low, little transition, bullish setups. That could have been your entry. And then it shot all the way up to our monthly zone at 126.5. Gave us a nice double top, tons of exhaustion, well-established 0%. And now it's given us some lower highs. So let's go right to the 4-hour and see what we could spot. Is this a transition, a daily transition, or a reversal rather? Could we see more downside movement, essentially? So, I mean, the answer is looking like yes at this point because, like, we have a huge double top, huge, like you just see. This is like telling a story. There's a transition here from buyers to sellers. We're getting some lower highs. We're seeing a lot more bearish volume step in. We're getting breaks of support, further lower highs, and so on. So this thing could be a reversal. However, let's talk about this little triangle here. We caught this trade. This is a nice ascending triangle. We got in on this lower high as it was breaking through support, entered on that, and kind of just rode this down. We did just take 1% off this and called it, called it what it was. We took 1% off this trade. However, we did expect it to come down to
Dude, look at
124.
EJ, man.
So,
Holy
with this in mind,
shit.
I know I'm on EJ right now.
Oh, you're on
talking about
EJ?
it.
Dude, oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm talking about how we expected to get down to 124, right? And then from this point is where we're gonna reanalyze, because 124 zone, this zone right here, is really the deciding factor for where this is going. Either we're gonna bounce, continue with this range. This is annoying the hell out of me. There we go. Either it's gonna bounce, continue within this range, right? Maybe head back up to this monthly zone at 126.5 or something, or it breaks this zone. It breaks this 124 zone, which also gives us a 4-hour transition, because we break through this higher low. Now we're looking for lower highs and a continuation to the downside. So now we have the early makings of the beginning of a 4-hour bearish trend, in which case we're going to short the shit out of it on the first major lower high below this zone. And then you just play it towards the next zone down here. We're going to target towards, let's say significant support, probably being at 122.6 first, 123, and then ultimately down to 121.25 our weekly. So yeah, guys, we'll see how this plays out. We'll see if we get this break. We'll see if we get the bounce, whatever. Either way, this was, a good trade that we, did manage to catch for the community, and shorted it into the zone here. All right, so that's EJ, guys. I'm just going to give you the daily outlook again, so you guys can see how much potential this has to pull back. Excuse me. So this is the Forex League pattern. This little triple top, tons of wicks here. No, it just looks like a clean reversal, guys, essentially. And this could definitely pull back quite a bit. At least 61.8, at least to this 21.25 area. Definitely could be in store for one hell of a pullback. So we'll keep you guys updated. We're watching this one. But yeah, we're happy with it this week. Decent performance, decent return on it this week. Not bad at all. And now we got gold, guys. And if you guys remember, I told you guys you could buy this yesterday, pretty much, and you'd be in profit. I'll go over that in a second. Overall, daily time frame on gold. What do you see? Bullish trend only. It's really as simple as that. Bullish as hell. Probably the most bullish chart you're going to see that we're covering. So let's go right to the 4-hour. We have this giant descending triangle after this ridiculous rally from 1800 all the way to 2070, 2075 area, something like that. Came back, started giving us this triangle, key support being at 1926, or 1925 rather. This is off. But anyway, key support right here. It's been holding like crazy. Lots of lower highs, squeezing price action. We finally got a break of this lower time frame set of lower highs right here on this transition. Break, retest, confirm higher low, break again, outside of the pattern, outside of this zone, 1950, giving us another higher low. And this is where I told you guys you could buy. I told you guys any sort of, setup, rejection off of this higher low here, after it's a confirmed higher low, that's your friggin' entry. Buy gold on this confirmation, right above 1950. And you'd be up a little bit. Nothing crazy. I mean, price action's only at 1966 now. You probably would have got in a little over 1950. But, I mean, this thing's looking like it's ready to rocket. If we get the right volume to step in, this thing could shoot up quickly. As you guys know, gold really moves. Once it picks a direction, it just kind of runs. And, it looks like the bullish volume is not done yet. So definitely looking for this to surge higher, targeting prior highs. This set here first, obviously, 1990, 2010, good years, by the way. And then 2070 as your final. All right, so this could be really, really good. This is a 4-to-1, just to show you guys. Stop loss is 300, looking to get 1,200. Yeah, one hell of a trade. So that's gold, guys. Let's read chat a little bit more here. Can you still buy gold? You could. I mean, wait for a couple more, setups. You want to enter on engulfing or something, drop time frames. Don't just enter because you see my chart is green. You know what I mean? Like get in on a lower high. I mean a higher low. Enter on the 1 hour, enter on 30-minute. Let's drop down, right? Enter on something that like you want to see entry opportunities. You don't want to just buy because I told you to. Right? So like higher lows. So like this would have been a good entry right here, right? This little transition, enter on that engulfing. This guy, right? Something like that. Something like that, like this right here as well. You know, nice little transition, enter on an engulfing. So you're looking for that, okay? Then you can enter if you see that. Okay, because this has already gone through all the higher time frame confirmations. So, you know, you just need to get in on a 1 hour, 30-minute setup. Something like that. You can get in on a pullback, confirm higher low, you know, as it crosses back through the MAs, anything like that, right? Let's talk about, let's see chat for a second. Remember, back a million a year. Hey, right, anything's possible. Facts, but when you're back tons of crazy shit, you can still buy it. No one is stopping you. Yes. All right, cool. Yeah, guys, no problem. So that was all the analysis we actually prepared for you guys. I'm gonna do a quick recap here. I'm gonna go to the 4 hour. All right. So we covered DXY, which actually is pushing up a little bit now. Covered AU, AJ, UJ, EJ, and gold. All right, guys. So we have another session tomorrow. Be there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this session. Definitely don't forget to come over here into Discord. Let us know what you learned. Honestly, anything just get you guys entered into that giveaway for a chance to win $25. And yeah, so you got nothing to lose. Be active.
I'm just gonna share my screen real quick.
Oh yeah, go for it. I'll start sharing.
Cool. So starting today, guys, we're just gonna announce we're doing a promotion for the full course membership. As you guys know, full course membership's normally $4.99. We're doing the 40% off, so we're doing it only for 10 spots. We don't do this often. You know, we only do this for a limited amount of time. Everything included is going to be, obviously, it's going to be a lifetime membership. You're going to get 50 plus videos. So in our entire course, signals, one-on-one training. So you guys can schedule calls with us at any time. Our full training plan, the members chat. So get admitted into the members chat. Fundamental updates, these live sessions, which are free, as well as the trading library, weekly webinars, and most importantly, positive community. So if you guys are interested in getting in on the full course membership, if you've been trying to join the team, trying to join Forex League, it's 40% off for only 10 spots, $2.99. So just shoot me a message and you guys can get in on a spot on this. And, tomorrow we'll cover a little bit more. So the promotion is starting today. And, we'll see you guys on the inside if you guys want to get involved.
When's this meme giveaway? What is that?
The meme giveaway? Yeah, the meme giveaway will be posted soon. If you want to enter, just post in the meme chat, one thing, one meme or whatever, post as many as you want, and you guys can get in on that. And again, thank you guys for all your support. We'll be on again tomorrow at 8 a.m. EST. So we'll see you guys then.
Peace, guys. Happy trading.
Peace out.